Chinese characters and the Bible.
Okay, happy Easter. Today is Easter, but I believe most of us will stay home because this coronavirus the epidemic. Today we're going to get into the lesson, but before we do that, I'm going to quote a verse from Gospel of John chapter 16, verse 33. These things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you have affliction, but take courage. I have overcome the world. The Lord is the resurrection. The Lord is life. Our Lord has risen. He has overcome the world. So even though today in the world we have affliction, but we can take courage because our Lord has overcome the world. Today we're going to teach you another Chinese word. Character is 平安的安. As last week, we already show you there's many Chinese character is under this category of the radical. And this radical, if you refresh your memory from last week, is called mian. Mian is the shape of the roof. Just imagine yourself is under the roof of the big cathedral. And that is 生屋之形. This is mian. So when you see this shape of the radical or the form of the pictographical Chinese character, then you can imagine everything related to this is something to do with something under the roof. Last week on the page 19 of this book, and we point out this is mian. I'm trusting you, many of you maybe finished this writing. And you put the fire under the roof, that means your house is on fire. That means 灾一个棉，一个屋顶下面有火，就是灾。Now, not only that, we also teach you not only the simplified Chinese 灾 is fire under the roof, but also we teach you traditional Chinese word, which is coming of two parts. On the top is 川. That means river or the water coming out from heaven. And underneath is again fire. So if you have the water and fire, and also come out with the word called 灾难的灾, 灾难的灾. Of course, in the Bible, if you get into the story, like Genesis chapter 7 through 9, and you will see there's a flood in the day of Noah, that is something of water as the rain 40 days and 40 nights come out from heaven. That is 川. There's a lot of the water come out from heaven. And the fire also you come out of Genesis chapter 19 in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, and there is the brimstone and the fire come out from heaven. So it doesn't matter if it's water or with the fire. They always cause a kind of the calamity, disaster or catastrophe. So today we are in the situation of coronavirus. Now as today they have close 2 million people as confirmed case. In the United States alone, 500,000 people have coronavirus case been confirmed. And today there are close to 200,000 people is died in the United States because of this coronavirus. But we can take courage because our Lord said, the things I spoke to you, you may have peace. So we are teaching you another word concerning the mian. It's something like this, but you put the woman, this word is woman, under the roof, then you have peace. Okay, if you refer this book on page 38, there is 女, that means woman. If you have woman under the roof, then you have peace. Okay, this woman maybe is the daughter, or maybe is wife, maybe is the mother. But anyway, why the woman under the roof, then you have peace? Okay, there is something very interesting in the Bible. Because in the eyes of God, the woman, church, collectively is the figure of a woman. So Ephesians 2:14-16, I'm going to take care of this word first. This word is called 平. So you put the two words together, 平安. So peace has two sides of meaning. One side is peace. It's called 平安, is inside of you. Another meaning is 和平, that's between the nation, between the people, and between the group. It's called 和平. But anyway, 平安也好,和平也好, they always have one word called 平. I'm going to quote you the verse concerning how amazing 这个平这个字在Chinese character 里面和 Bible 的connection. Ephesians 2:14 through 16. That's the Apostle Paul said, "For he himself in our peace is our peace. He who has made both one and has broken down the middle wall of partition." So there is the wall of partition. And this both, what does both mean? Okay, I'm going to explain to you. The both is the Gentile and Jews. Okay, for centuries, the Gentile and Jews, they are not the same type of people. So there is a middle wall of partition. So created enmity. All right, and they are the enmity of partition of the world, abolishing in his flesh. That is our Jesus Christ, the body. Fresh, the law of commandment in ordinance is being abolished. Okay, that he may create the two. What the two mean? Gentile and Jews into one new man. So he making the peace and might reconcile both, that's Gentile and Jews, into one body to God through the cross, has slain his enmity by it. So you see this word very interesting, okay? There is a two dot, okay? This is Gentile, this is Jews. And Gentile and Jews, there is the word of partition. They create enmity. But the Lord himself coming to abolish in his flesh, the law of commandment in ordinance. That means no more enmity between the Jews and Gentile. So this is the cross, okay? The cross is international language. Doesn't matter Chinese or English or Spanish. You see this symbol, you know this is the cross. The Lord fulfilled 平安的平 through his cross, okay? Then they reconcile the Jewish and the Gentile into the one body. So you see, that is one, that's the entire earth. There's two people, Jewish and a Gentile. But through the cross, they create a 平. Then everybody is calm. No more calamity. No more disaster. No more enmity. So this is a 平. Now we see the second word. This word is also under the 面. This is the radical of part of, an is part of this, the shape of roof. Then you put a woman under the roof, then you got a peace. What do I mean? Okay, Romans 16:20. And the Apostle Paul says, "For now God of peace," this is God of peace, 平安的神, will crush Satan under your feet shortly. Okay, how are we able to overcome the Satan? Because we need to know there is the God of peace will grant us the peace of God to us. The grace of our Lord Jesus will be with us. This is Apostle Paul in the book of the Roman. So the woman under the roof, okay, not only the wife, not only the mother, not only the daughter. In the eyes of God, all this woman figure, you can refer on page 38, is the church. So when church starting to pray, when church starts to function according to God's plan, then they will bring the peace on the earth. So you see how wonderful and amazing this word from Chinese character. An is woman under the roof. So in your household, if mother's happy, everybody's happy. So you have to know that. But in eye of God, the woman figure is the church. So if the church do the job, it function properly before the God, then we will bring not only the peace to your house and household, but also to the world. So that's why the Lord said, "I speak this thing to you." Okay? Then you may have my peace. And even though in the world we have friction, but we can take courage. In Chinese Bible say, 我们可以放心. Okay? Even during this time of we all being staying at home, ordered to stay at home, to preventing the coronavirus epidemic, but we all can have the peace. We all 可以放心 because our Lord, He is resurrection. He is life. And He gives peace and He gives life because He will overcome the world. So thank you very much. And hopefully everyone can go back to finish your learning and by writing entire page, page 38, 女, and page 42, 安, and also remember these two words, 平安或者和平, that means peace. So we will continue the lesson, pretty much cover a lot of radical regarding to 棉. Again, that is shape of the roof. They have 宇宙灾安灵血, enough more. Okay? And today is April 12th, which everybody can get into the lesson. If any question, feel free to email me and let me know. Thank you.